Welcome to Just the Good Bits. We're going to make something that Bob and I really like. This is a really good low-carb lunch, and we also have it for dinner along with a salad. So, let's get started. You need, and I'm going to say here about a half a cup of mayonnaise, but I just put it in and see how creamy it is, or if I need to add about 2 tablespoons of yellow mustard. And I've got 3 of the small dill pickles. You might want to use, if you have a large one, just 1. I've got too many chopped up because these were really big green onions. So I'm going to put in the green onions. I'm going to put in, wait a minute, before I do that, I'm going to put in my salt. And that's sea salt, so it I use a little more than what you'd want to use, and pepper. Now, in my bowl here, and I'm making tuna fish, by the way. I suppose I should have said that. And most people have their own recipe. You probably do too, but it's very necessary along with the rest of the dish. And the noise you're hearing is the convection oven. And when you don't have to have a convection oven, but that's for the other part of this dish. I'm using albacore white tuna, the large pack. 2 of them are in this bowl. And this, along with the salt and pepper. And this is 3 boiled eggs. And I use a cheap potato masher to chop up my eggs. It works very well. Much better than trying to use see how nice that is? So, like I said, I've got 3 small pickles. And here, I have 4 large green onions. And I'm going to judge and may put in later. It's better to add more. But I usually put in 2 or 3 of the real small ones. I just happen to find these real large ones. Now I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons of, and I like regular yellow mustard as opposed to using Dijon or brown mustard or any of the other. I prefer using the yellow. I just like the tanginess. It's more tangy than the other, and I really enjoy the tanginess. Well, Bob and I both do, actually, not just me. I do cook for his palate as well.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Now, I'm going to give this a stir. And you like I just said, when you're mixing this up, you're going to give it a little. I'm going to give Bob a little taste and see if it needs it. But does it taste right? Most of the time, you need more pickles. That's what I've found. I've been making this all my adult life, and that's been a long, long time. So usually, if it doesn't taste right, it's more pickles. More pickles is needed to get that balance. And I think I judged just about right. And I think that was more like a 1/3 cup of mayonnaise, not a 1/2 cup. Just try that. You don't want to put too much first. Let me get a spoon. Now get your taste, baby.
Doesn't that look good?
It's perfect.
It's
All right.
very chilled, but it's good.
Yeah. Now we're going to pop this in the refrigerator while Bob does the next step of this recipe.
For the next step, we're going to use Extreme Wellness tortillas. These have a net of 5 carbs per tortilla. We're going to take 3 of them and go from there. First step is we're going to brush them with oil. We're using olive oil as a little flavor. If you don't have olive oil, use what you got. The olive oil serves, the oil serves two purposes here. It helps draw the heat so they crisp, and it also helps seasoning stick. Just going to brush them. Spread the oil around. You do both sides. The oven is set on 400 degrees. I'm using a convection oven. If you don't have a convection oven, you can still do it. It'll just take a little longer. Depends from oven to oven. Convection oven, I'm going to say 10 minutes. We'll get you the actual total momentarily. I'll be right back. Gotta wash my hands. Got oil on me. Now for the seasoning. You can use something like this, which is a Chipotle Parmesan, works nice. Or you can use an herb and garlic mix, which works nice as well. Before you salt these, you might want to check your seasoning for salt. Most of these have salt. We're not going to add salt, just the seasoning. This one works nice because it shakes right out real easy. We only got 3 of them. We're going to do one in the herb and garlic. The other 2 the other way. If you want it hot and spicy, you could use the Cajun seasoning blend. We're not going to do that. Now, if you stack them up, use a pizza cutter and cut them into little chips. And we're simply going to stack the chips back and forth like this, and then put them in the oven.
That should be doing it.
Now for our traditional taste test. Nice crispy chips. Low carb, crispy chips. Let's give a listen. Try it yourself, it's good.